Hey folks, welcome to my channel Number Pen. So there we have the problem on our screen. Differentiate the following: y equals x into e to the power minus x square, right? So looks like we have a product of two functions, and the function 1, which we usually call as u, is x, and the function 2, which we normally call as a v, is equal to e to the power minus x square, right? So we know what is my y dashed or dy by dx when it comes to a product of two functions. So let's write down our u and v before we actually jump into solving this problem, right? So my y equals x into e to the power minus x square, right? And therefore my u equals x, my v equals e to the power minus x square, and what is my f, my f dashed or y dashed I may call it. My y dashed equals uv dashed plus vu dashed, right? So let's write it down. So there I have my y dashed. So we know our u, we know our v. We will have to find out what is our u dashed and v dashed, right? So let's start with u dashed. My u dashed is pretty simple. When my u is x, what is my u dashed? My u dashed is d by dx of x, which is 1, right? So that solves my u dashed. I move to the next step, and then I solve for my v dashed. What is my v? My v is e to the power minus x square, right? So I have, looks like I have two functions within v. I have an e to the power function, and then I have a minus x square function, right? So looks like we have a simple application of chain rule here. So what is my chain rule state? My chain rule states if my y equals f of u and u equals g of x, right? Then my dy by dx of y, okay, equals du by dx, which is differentiation of u with respect to x, into dy by du, which is differentiation of y with respect to u, right? So let's make that substitution of u here. What is my u? My u is pretty simple and straightforward. It's a minus x square. And so what is my du by dx out here? My du by dx is d by dx of minus 2x square, and I'm not going to tell you which formula I'm applying. This is, by this time it's quite familiar to you. It is nothing but minus 2x, right? And if you're not able to make out which formula I've applied, please do take a look at my description. I've put a list of all the formulas that we commonly use when solving these problems, right? So I have my du by dx, and then I'm going to jump to my dv by du, right? So what is my dv by du? Okay, I think uh, I might have to change my substitution because I'm already using u. So I have made, folks, I made a small change in the substitution. So I'm still, hanging on to the chain rule. Nothing changes except that I've substituted t equals minus x square, and therefore my dt by dx equals minus 2x. And I hope you got why did I make that change from u to t, right? Because I'm already using u here uh, in my previous step. So in order to avoid confusion, I just modified and replaced minus x square with a t, right? So I have my dt by dx. So I need to figure out what is my dv by dt, right? So what is my v post substitution? My v post substitution is nothing but e to the power t, right? Because my minus x square now is t. So let me write that. Again, this is quite familiar, this formula. So what is my dv by dt? So my dv by dt is nothing but e to the power t, right? We know this from first principles, dy dx of e to the power x is nothing but e to the power x. I have my dv by dt, I have my dt by dx. So what is my dv by dx? My dv by dx is nothing but dv by dt into dt by dx, right? So my dv by dt is, I already have it here. Let me highlight it with a color. I'll probably use green, right? And so I'm going to make that substitution out here. My dv by dt is nothing but e to the power t. And then I have my dt by dx. Let me highlight it using a different color. That is also worked out in the previous step, which is out here. I'm going to use the same color, which is my minus 2x, right? So I have minus 2x into e to the power t, right? So our final answer, not the final answer, our answer with respect to v dashed is minus 2x times e to the power t, which is nothing but minus 2x times e to the power minus x squared, because I will have to represent everything in terms of x, right? I have my v, I have my v dash now, I have my u, I have my u dash now. So all that I will need to do is figure out my y dash by putting all of them into the product rule of differentiation. So what is my product rule of differentiation? I've copy pasted in this for you. Y equals uv dashed plus vu dashed, right? So I go down, I know my u is x, and my v dashed is minus 2x times e to the power minus x square. So I copy that, right? I copy that, and then I have my vu dash. What is my v? My v is e to the power minus x square. And what is my u dashed? My u dashed is nothing but 1, right? So there we have, and I think I can combine the x's in the first part. I can rewrite my answer as e to the power minus x square, which is a common factor. I will pull that out. And what is my, I'll bracket the remaining. I will have minus 2 times x square plus 1, right? And probably a better way of writing this will be 1 minus 2x square, right? So we have the final answer here through product rule, e to the power minus x square into 1 minus 2x square, right? So let me highlight that in pink. Yeah, so there we have the final answer. I hope you found this content useful. Please do subscribe to my channel and support. Thank you.